Well, Kevin. If the Baltimore Orioles aren't fine, what is up, everyone? And welcome back to another edition of Kevin and Zach Reacts Baltimore Orioles post-game show. The Baltimore Orioles win by a final score of 7-3 because Tony didn't tater once. He taters twice. He takes them away. Jackson Holliday for the lead. Kevin, halfway through this game, I thought it was over. Then you had Holliday shows up. Tony's tatering. Eloy Jimenez? My gosh, what a game, Kevin. What a game. How we feeling?
Man, got to be feeling good after that one, right? I mean, the Orioles face a little bit of adversity. They end up getting the Jackson Holliday and incredible calls all night, by the way, on these plays, man. I mean, you want one run, how about two? Jackson Holliday gave it that 4-3 lead, and then you want insurance runs. You got the pitching staff doing its thing. Trevor Rogers scattering some unearned runs around. Should have all been unearned. We'll talk about that. And then, just look, Jackson Holliday is here and is, we saw the tweet on Ryan's account, right? Like, I think teams might want to consider not pitching to Jackson Holliday in those moments. And I think the overall reaction right now, at least what I'm seeing on social media, is, hey, look, you let Jackson Holliday hit in a big spot, and guess what happens? So I think it's a tale of two different games. You know what? We flushed the other one. Let's focus on this one, man. The vibes are definitely back. And 1-1, or you know what? I'm just gonna say 1-0. I'm not counting last night. We don't count losses on Kevin and Zach.
Man, and I mean, let's talk about just let's get the bad out of the way. Let's get the bad out of the way. And when I'm talking about the bad, it once again starts with the boys in blue. Can these umps get it under control? I don't ask for much. You can be bad. Just be consistent. If the zone's big, be consistent. Don't be giving the Blue Jays pitcher the outside corner, 2 inches off the outside corner, then squeeze it against us. The umpires, once again, if we didn't win, I would have been ranting about the umpires. Colton Cowser's dad even put out a tweet about how poorly this game was umped. Absolutely loved it. But the umps first, that was kind of the big bad thing. Obviously, we'll get to Coby Mayo's fielding. I mean, it's what we got. Like, it's what we asked for. We knew what we were getting with Coby Mayo. The bat's good. We haven't seen the bat yet. The bat's great. The fielding is fielding can get iffy, and we saw it twice tonight. I think a lot more of those runs for Trevor Rogers could be unearned. But besides the point, they did enough to get it done. Rogers impressed me. In his limited, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't beautiful. It wasn't perfect, but he got the job done.
Yeah, I mean,
and I agree, Fado's fan. He needs that first hit. He's going to loosen up. He'll be good. We saw the same thing with Jackson Holliday, and now look at the kid.
Yeah, and I think, too, like, I agree, consistency is key, Zach, where if you're going to just be bad for both teams. But, man, some of these calls tonight, in fact, a lot of these calls tonight were just like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches off the plate. And it was like that Colton Cowser at bat, he was the first ever player to strike out on a 5-0 count. I mean, it's just unbelievable stuff. I mean, again, this is what guys train for. This is what guys look for. Those are the pitches when you talk about guys having a good eye. The players had a good eye tonight. The umpires did not. And look, Brandon Hyde stood up for his team tonight. He was chirping from the dugout. Corbin Burns was slinging F-bombs around, right? Yeah, Corbin Burns slinging F-bombs around, man. Like, Hyde got ejected, right? I think people wanted, again, like, is Hyde just going to sit there? Is he gonna stand up for his guys? He stood up for his guys. And I think that's a lot of what people wanted to see. And I thought that was good on Brandon Hyde. Again, we'll criticize him when he deserves to be criticized. We'll praise him when he deserves to be praised. And I thought Brandon Hyde, again, did a good job standing up for his players tonight. And I
just want to put this out there because I think it was the perfect encapsulation of just how Twitter works and how fed up people just blame Brandon Hyde for anything. I posted that Cowser got rung up on 5 pitches that were all out of the strike zone. He didn't swing once. And someone commented and said, and yet there's Brandon Hyde just sitting on his ass in the bench not doing anything. And I responded, I said, he got ejected during the at-bat. And they go, oh, sorry, not watching. We just blame Brandon Hyde for everything right now. Like, it's okay, guys. Like, it's okay. We can't just be blaming everyone. And also a name we haven't brought up yet. Well, 2 names. 2 names that we haven't brought up yet. Bert Smith, dog again. And then, do the Baltimore Orioles have a new closer, Kevin?
I've been saying this for the past 2 weeks, or 1 week, I guess. I've been saying this for the past 1 week that it should be Sir Anthony Dominguez. I think I had like 5 people in the chat with me when I first said it. A lot of other people said, what are you talking about? You're crazy. What about now?
What about
I think they might have found their new closer, but I was already on that a week ago.
You were, Kevin. You were. And Sir Anthony absolutely dominated. No, I'm not going to say dominate. He looked awesome. Actually, I think Austin Slater should have caught that first ball. Dude literally just turned around and watched it bounce at the bottom of the wall. I was like, okay, my guy, let's put the glove out a little bit. But let's start with the star of the game. The star of the game. How can you not love Tony Taters, baby? And he doesn't just hit them, Kevin, like you're saying. He will take them away. One of the best catches you'll see out there. Absolutely incredible. We had the Austin Hayes game in Toronto about a month ago. Today, I think it's official, even though technically Jackson Holliday hit that go-ahead home run. I think it's okay to call this the Tony Tater game.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is the prop here for tonight is a wood puzzle of a glove and a ball. And if you saw Tony Taters, he certainly did his thing with his glove. But obviously, and we said it, and, you know, Tony's going to get paid this offseason, man, whether it's from Baltimore or somebody else. But these are the types of games that just remind you, and not that, you know, you and I forgot, Zach, but like how important Tony is to this ball club with the power that he can display. He can get out there and do his thing in the field as well. I mean, this is a player that is a Rule 5 guy, is one of the best ever, is a Rule 5 player. And has come in, and this season has just been a steadying presence. We know there are some peaks and valleys with Tony, right? That's a given. But were you the one who said that he had already matched his career high in homers?
Yeah. Well, now he said
today,
it.
August 7th.
And
yeah.
Kevin, before we continue, Mike Baumann slams the door. The New York Yankees lose. And once again, the Baltimore Orioles are tied for first place in the American League East. This relationship is messy, Kevin. I don't know what it is, but the Orioles and Yankees love each other too much. They can't stay away. They're messy, but my God, do I love it. Big Mike Baumann, fire me up, slams the door. Your first place Baltimore Orioles, once again, because we have the tiebreaker. I'm giving it to us.
Yeah, hey, man, if playoffs started today, the tiebreaker matters.
Yep.
So, you know what? That it is. They split their doubleheader with the Angels. Losing to the Angels doesn't look great, but you know what? Looks great to us. So,
yeah.
We'll take it.
Looks damn good to us. And Kevin, now let's go back to the game. We had to do our little hate watch. Mike Baumann, shout out Big Mike, friend of the show, for coming through there and helping the O's go back into a tie for first place. But let's get into the Orioles a little bit more. Let's do one up, one down. You know, I'm feeling great about this one up, one down. So I'll let you go first because there's a few guys I want to talk about.
Yeah, man. We honestly could go like 5 up, 1 down and we'll probably talk about more guys. Dude, if I have to pick one guy, well, Tony's an obvious one. We just talked about him, so I'm gonna leave him off. Obviously,
let's have the perpetual. Our big one up is Tony. He's the show's love. That's why he's in the thumbnail. It's why he's in the title. It's Tony's world. We're just living in it.
Yeah. So Tony is the automatically he is known as the one up for tonight. But if we're given another guy, man, one guy's going to be left off between the two of us, Zach, and we'll give that guy his proper flowers. I'm going to go Eloy Jimenez, though. I mean, what a absolute just injection of joy, injection of production, injection of life into this lineup. Another incredible performance, 2 for 4. He loves hitting the sprinkler, speedster Eloy Jimenez, running those bases, man. You know, no one in the league can catch him with those wheels. I mean, man, he's someone that when the Orioles got him, I know we had the conversation of like, okay, he can hit lefties and he can be in a platoon with O'Hearn. And like, what does that look like? Do you put O'Hearn in the field? Well, look, we're getting into a conversation where you might just have to start playing him every single day, because even having him, Zach, even having him in the 7 spot is a luxury for this team. You know, on regular teams and teams that don't have as much firepower or potential firepower as the Orioles do on offense with Eloy, you're probably batting him 5th, 6th on the worst day, on a bad day.
Yeah.
But Eloy is someone that is and I'll say it again, I've said it a lot here on this show, he's a 270 career hitter. He's not just a power guy. He can be, and he is a power guy, but he's not just a power guy. He can get on base. Don't want to put him in the field. I joked about the wheels, but you don't want to have him in he's not a pinch runner either. No. But I think just about as good of a first week as you can have with a new ball club for Eloy Jimenez.
Yeah. I mean, talk about it. He went from getting traded at the deadline and the White Sox broadcast talking about, can we get a thank you Orioles graphic? Can we get a thank you White Sox graphic? Salary dump, and we got Eloy doing this. I mean, he's been such a spark for this offense, but another spark for this offense is going to be my one-up. How can you not go with the kid right now? 3 straight games with a home run? Jackson Holiday, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kevin, remember when people watched this dude have 40 at-bats and they said he was bad at baseball? They said he was a bust, worst number 1 prospect ever. He's not good. Remember that? Where's that at now? The kid's done nothing but rake. Even had a ball hit 103 off the bat. Incredible play by George Springer. That should have been a double. I mean, it truly is incredible. The jolt that Eloy, Jackson, all of them have been to this team right now. It fires me up. It really does.
I think Spencer Schultz had this tweet, so shout out to Spencer. But when Eloy drove in Austin Slater after the Jackson Holiday homer, he's like, imagine saying that to someone a month ago. Saying like, oh, okay, Jackson's back and Jackson's balling. And then wait, they have Jimenez and Slater. This is a new team.
What?
They brought in these pieces. We had said before the trade deadline, yeah, you know what? One trade for one player would disappoint us because we know that they needed more and they should get more and they had the ability to get more. They went out there, was 20 plus players changing sides between Baltimore and going somewhere else. And Jackson is that guy. And I saw a comment here. Where is it from Bobby saying, if you want Mayo to work, this is what you get. He needs some time. This is what we were talking about with Jackson earlier, where it's like he has to go through struggles early. He did that. He went through his struggles the first time he was up. He had to adjust. And Ryan just said it on Twitter literally 30 seconds ago, now 2 minutes ago. But he says baseball's so hard. The moments you think teams are good, they figure it out. Then they get smacked around. And that goes for players too, where like Jackson balls out in the minor leagues. He comes up, he struggles, he goes back down, he makes some adjustments, he comes back up. And this is the Jackson Holiday that we knew was there. This is never a talent issue. It's not a talent issue with Coby as well. But there is such a jump from the minor leagues to the major leagues. Guys just need time to figure it out sometimes. Some guys come up and they just immediately get it, but other guys don't, and they need time, and that's okay. And you know what, Ryan, you tune into the show enough, and you're a fan enough of us where sometimes we want to give you.
Yeah, and speaking of the show, appreciate everyone tuning in right now. We have 210 people watching on YouTube. If you're not already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Would mean the world to us. So we do this after every single Orioles game, win or lose, all breaking news, all of that. We will have it here on Kevin and Zach Reacts, and then Ravens season. We got all of that going on as well. So much to go on this channel. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoy it. Now, Kevin, back to the game. We got to do our one down.
Actually, I want to give an honorary one up because I said there was one guy that was going to get left off that list, and you were going to decide, I knew, between Jackson and Bert Smith. So let's give an honorary one up to Bert Smith again, who just has continued to absolutely ball out, right? Didn't pitch in the majors forever, was with the Marlins, and ended up getting a little look in AAA before getting called up. And you talk again, and I said this, I think I said it last night, but we were looking all season, Zach, for a solution. Someone who can come into games and be a solution, not a problem. And Bert Smith is the solution. That's his nickname. I'm dubbing it right here on Kevin and Zach React. Bert Smith, the solution. That's a hard nickname, by the way. But it is fat.
That actually is an incredible
Smith,
nickname.
It is, right? Bert Smith comes in, and usually when a reliever comes in or when a reliever has come in for the Orioles this season, there's sometimes a little bit of panic. Right? There's like how is this going to go? Is it going to go bad? Is it going to go well? What's this going to look like? With Bert Smith, I don't know if you feel this way, Zach, if everybody in the chat feels this way, but there's just a level of calm with me when Bert Smith comes in because you know that it's going to be solid. It's going to be solid. Is he going to be perfect every single outing? No, but no reliever is. But Bert Smith has been the closest thing to a solution like we were talking about all season. And I think we have gotten to the point where we can officially dub him the solution.
The solution. I love it. I actually just looked back at my tweets on July 12th. Tweeted out, it was the first game. And I said, I'm afraid Bert Smith may be that guy after he recorded 3 straight outs. I don't think it's a joke anymore. I think Bert Smith, he reminds me of Jacob Webb last year. Came out after being DFA'd by the Angels. Everyone's like, why did we just get a random guy DFA'd by the Angels? And then Jacob Webb, unfortunately, put on the IL today. We can get into all of that news in a little bit. But now you got Jacob Webb last year became kind of like that solution. He was a guy that went out there and just it felt like time after time, no matter what the situation, up by 3 in the 6th, down by 1 in the 8th, up by 1 in the 9th. It didn't matter because Jacob Webb was going to get the job done. And I like how you put it. There's a calmness right now when Bert Smith is on the mound that I'm like, this guy's going to get it done. I don't know how, but this guy's going to get it done. Also want to shout out because we did talk about him. Sir Anthony Dominguez, field your position, kid. Flash some leather. I do not recommend going for that ball. If you would have hit it, it would have been a fair ball. And then it would have been 1st and 3rd, 1 out, and I would have had a heart attack. But because you made the catch, way to flash the leather, kiddo.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously, you field your position, man. That's what they teach you in the early days of playing baseball. And it comes back right there. So, again, I just feel like we knew the Orioles bullpen needed some level of life, and I think they got it with an outside addition. And technically, Bert Smith was technically an outside addition too. But so 2 outside additions for the Orioles, making it work. So, man, I'll tell you. But I do see in the chat as well. Where's the comment? Well, no, I'm not. This is how it always goes. You find a comment, you want to talk about it, and then you can't find it. But what the comment was we do have to give some flowers to Trevor Rogers, I think. Had a tough first inning, 30-plus pitches. And then again, just scattered hits and runs the rest of the way. 5 innings, again, 7 hits. He scattered those around. 2 of his runs were earned, obviously the 3 total. And then 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. Again, like, if Trevor Rogers is your number 4, giving up 3 runs total every outing, you'll take that. Again, and this is what we wanted to see. Where the first game, his first start for the Orioles against Cleveland, wasn't good. We can admit that.
Yeah.
But that was, what was he, 3 hours off a plane?
Yeah.
Like
Literally
we want to give it more time, right? We're not going to judge a guy. We can say the start was bad and we could be objective about it.
Didn't.
But you're right.
Oh,
the defense did not help him.
Yeah, defense did not help him this time at all. Also, real fast. Remember I said the interaction I had on Twitter? Lorax is the guy, so appreciate you coming in. Yes, so you're all good, man. You're all good. He's the one who made the comment about why was Hyde not ejected during that at bat, and so proud of you for So appreciate you stopping and all good, my guy. The defense did not help out Trevor Rogers. I think that's pretty apparent. It was an improvement from last time. Like in that, like he talked about all the analytics he's gotten. He says he's never gotten this much feedback between a start. So he got the analytics, sees the stuff, and then he improved the next start. If he's going to improve each start, by the time we get to October, he's going to be golden. You know, that's all I'm looking for right now. Is it's still early enough in? It's only a second start with the team. Only second time ever getting caught by Adley. Like the guy needs some time. And I'm not going to sit here and say, ooh, you know, were there some times that he got away with some pitches? You know, he got some hard contact. Yeah. But at the same time, Trevor Rogers, if you just keep improving from start to start, you're going to end up being a pretty damn good pitcher. And the Orioles need it right now with how the injuries are going. So whether you like it or not, whether you think Trevor Rogers is an answer, is a solution, not the solution, because that's Birch Smith, is a solution. He's going to be on this team. He's going to be pitching in the playoffs most likely, so you need him to get it going.
Yeah, I see. Brad has been hacked by Ryan. Saying the O's are fine. So, Brad, we hope you get your account back soon. But,
I love you.
Yeah, man. Seriously, man. Like, is there any team in the league right now, Zach, that's consistently playing good baseball right now?
No.
I mean, the Padres are hot, but like
the Padres, but I'm not, I think it is so funny. Baseball is one of those funny sports where you obviously watch it every single day. I could not care what's going on in the NL. Like as an Oriole fan, like obviously we cover the NL and stuff, but like when I'm in Orioles mode, it's so funny. Like I see like the Padres getting hot. The Mets were super hot for that stretch. And I root for them. In the NFL, I don't root for anyone else. But in baseball, I'm like, you might as well, like, we are never seeing these guys until potentially the World Series. So
yeah, that's why when I was talking about the deadline, when we were doing the reaction,
people were mad at me for saying I was happy for Pirates fans. I'm like, when will the Pirates become in our way this year?
No, but I was saying, like, outside of like a couple of moves, it seemed like all the big names are going to the NL, and I'm just like, okay, I'll take it. Like Flaherty's going to the Dodgers and not the Yankees. Like, like I'll take that. So. Yeah, I mean, and that was even for like Paredes going to the Cubs and not the Yankees.
Yes, Julie, we are still traumatized by that strike zone. That's a perfect example. As soon as Paredes got sent to the Cubs, I was like, all right. Like,
yeah,
cool. I remember I got the notification and I stood up and audibly screamed, not the Yankees, and jumped. Like I did like one of those, like in the middle of
the Mario, like you're like, you're going up. Yeah, there you go. But man, this is an awesome turnout for the second show on this channel, man. Over 230 people watching. If you're new to the channel, this is Kevin and Zach React. We do post-game reactions to every single Orioles game. So if you want to keep it locked on here for Orioles content, be sure to subscribe. Tell a friend, right? If you have friends who are Orioles fans, they want a place to go for
or acquaintances. They don't have to be,
or they're fans of other teams. And because we talk about the Orioles, but for example, if you got Blue Jays fans and they want a place to get the Orioles perspective, you have Blue Jays friends, Blue Jays family members, be sure to send them over here our way. You can like, subscribe. We also are putting out videos of our streams, but a couple out today. And again, we are just continuing to grind up this channel. We are part of the Ryan Ripken Media Network. So, of course, the Ryan Ripken Show Mondays and Thursdays. Be sure to head over to that channel, subscribe there. We'll be live in studio tomorrow, talking everything. So we have a lot in store, including for this show, Zach. We know we're getting the call in soon. Once we get the watch hours, get memberships going and donations going. I know people have been asking about that when once we get the watch hours up. But we appreciate it because we have a lot of big things in store for this channel, including Laura's on it. We will, after we talk baseball, we'll be having our fish naming stream. We have the Tequila Sunrise Guppy in there. We hit 1,000 subs, and as a celebration, we the chat said that I should get another fish in there. So now there are 2 fish. So we'll do that after, of course, we finish the baseball section of the show.
Like, whoa, I'm a Cubs fan who got a second job as an O's fan. We appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in. Kevin, I want to talk about something. Currently, the Philadelphia Phillies are trailing the LA Dodgers 2-1 in the second inning. Now, Kevin, the past, I'll say, month for the Orioles has not been fun. You know, it has not been all sunshine and rainbows. There's been a lot of struggles. There's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, some questionable decision-making, questionable calls, games that you wanted to rip your hair out of, losing streaks that made you lose faith in the team. But, Kevin, if the Philadelphia Phillies lose this game, the Baltimore Orioles have the best record in Major League Baseball. Like, wow. What is going on in this league? Talk about no one playing consistently. Does anyone want to win the World Series this year? Does anyone?
I will personally win the World Series by myself and take the trophy if no one else wants it. We're going to see, we will have it in the Ryan Ripken Show studio if no one else wants it. So
yeah, well, we also are managing the Orioles, so
that is true. God, that was so funny last night. Oh my God, we're just like, hey chat, who should we pinch hit?
And this was when I saw it. I thought the same thing. Amy, like, it is crazy. James B, welcome back. We missed you last night. You should have came last night. It was so much. Vibes were so much more your style, James B, last night. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, so the Orioles might end tonight with the best record in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball, Kevin?
Man. Yeah, and I tweeted out how can you not be romantic about Ravens football as an ode to you earlier today.
Thank you.
So, man, it is. Look, the Orioles have their issues, but so does every other team. The Orioles have problems, but so does every other team.
Yeah.
And again, this is why we're so adamant on just getting into the playoffs. Like, you got to get there first, right?
Just get in.
Yep.
Get in the dance.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It is it's tough out here.
Guardians on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah.
That was us. We were the first 2 of that. But Kevin, let's kind of get a little bit back into just the game because I wanted to talk about where was it? One is this is very not an actual stat. Are you kind of disappointed Ryan Mountcastle just was not raking the Blue Jays? Like, I'm like, what's going on? Did Tony steal his powers? Like, what's happening?
No, I think Ryan and Jackson did a little transfer of power ritual in the bottom of the dugout, and Jackson has taken Mounty's powers. Which, you know what a selfless thing for Ryan Mountcastle to do.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Yennier or Cano, how are you feeling with him? He goes through an inning, 2 hits, but doesn't get any damage on it as they get out of it. We've asked this a few times. I think we both have the same answer, but Game 7 World Series, 1-run lead. Everyone's available. Who are you throwing out there for the Orioles to close it out?
Me, it's Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Yeah, I think right now. And that's no knock to Cano. Like, I think Cano's been, he's the next guy I would. But right now, maybe it's just the whole new toy thing, Like, it's like, oh, this is fun. He strikes a lot of people out. He throws gas. But, Mike keeps even saying, maybe we're getting some Birch Smith.
I don't hate it. But,
yeah. I mean, yes. Also, I guess we have to – Danny Coulomb could be back in there. So, it's interesting. But I do love the thought of Sir Anthony kind of. And wouldn't it be fun if like the Dominguez for Hayes trade just works out for both teams? Because so far it really has. The Orioles, I think, are happy with Dominguez. I think the Phillies are happy with Hayes. And it's all going to come full circle in Game 7 of the World Series when Austin Hayes bats with the tying run at third, the winning run at second, and Sir Anthony Dominguez is in it with 2 outs, full count to close it out. So
yeah, it was
just
need for need.
Just casual.
Yeah, I think it was need for need, where the Phillies needed outfielders, the Orioles needed relief pitching, and they also got Orioles legend Christian Pache in there as well, who we'll never forget. He and Tiago Vieira are playing
two very opposite Oriole careers. One ended 1,000, and the other's ERA was infinity.
Yeah. Gotta love baseball.
Kevin, that's what I've been trying to tell people. How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball? We've been through the ringer. We've been through the ringer over the past month, and we are about to potentially have the best record in baseball. What a weird sport. Baseball is hard. Baseball is hard, and the Orioles are fine. Put it on the damn shirt.
Yeah, man. Seriously,
actually, someone write that down.
Yeah, we are going to try to get some level at some point. I don't know when this is going to be.
I think we might have to include put it on a damn shirt on the damn shirt. Baseball is hard.
That is some next level, like 5D chess type deal.
I think it's got to say on the shirt, put it on a shirt.
Yeah, man, because we have we have a lot we got to put on. Anything within reason for content is definitely one of them.
I see Ryan is in the chat. Ryan, can you confirm in the chat yes or no whether or not baseball is hard? Just
I read his tweet out. He was happy I read his tweet out.
Yeah. Thank you, Aviator. I'm telling you, like this, I might have struck gold with this one.
Yeah.
Baseball's hard. The Orioles are fine. Put it on a shirt. On a shirt. I know the putting it on a shirt part is going to get vetoed in the creative process, but I'm just
let's see. We've been thinking about doing merch. I think the entire show has for a little while now. We don't know how popular it would be, but we think that we would have
put it on a shirt on the back of the shirts.
Interesting.
Also, I love it. He's convinced the ALCS is going to be Guardians, Orioles, and I'm loving it. We'll have to get I Love Weed to come to Baltimore for the game. We'll have to make.
I'm gonna actually channel my inner Brad and make a poll about the interest in potential merch. So let me get my Brad hat on, and I do have a Brad hat because I have the hair for it. So
this put the quote with my glasses and mustache on the front of the shirt. We could.
I think that is
if it says baseball or Orioles are fine. That's also we got.
No, dude. I'm telling you, there would be a shirt that sells of literally just your hat, the glasses, and the mustache. That's it. No outline of face, no anything. It's just hat, glasses, and mustache. Now, I don't have anything like that. Like, I guess you just have to put my hair. But like,
we could just do. Well, I think
it's a very generic like design. Like it's simple.
There was one quote we could put on there. I just can't put my finger on it.
Huh?
The quote that we're putting on the shirt?
I'm not putting that on a shirt. You can put that on a shirt. I'm making my poll
we need 2 polls. Shirts, and then we need the fish one.
Well, yeah, so we're starting up, but we're not are we done with the baseball yet?
Oh, okay, yes. Then do the shirt one first, and then we can get to the
So, would you go?
Yeah.
And I'm curious how many people say no.
Yeah, and while Kevin is doing that, just a quick reminder, this is Kevin and Zach React. We do this after every single Orioles game, win or lose. So this is our second time being solely on this channel. We currently have 230 people actively watching on YouTube. You guys rock. We love doing this. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy it. Every single Orioles game, any breaking news that goes down after every Ravens game. We might even be doing some live watch-alongs come football season. So we will get you more details for that. Also, we got call-ins coming up soon. A lot of fun things happening on here. So appreciate all of you. And so Kevin is getting that poll out. The Orioles win 7-3. The Yankees lose to the Angels because Mike Baumann slams the door. How can you not feel incredible right now, Kevin?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, one of the big things, and we've talked about this for a while, is the Orioles not relying on their stars and being able to have other guys step up when stars are struggling or slumping. So, for example, Gunnar has another 0 for tonight, but it doesn't matter. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not.
It's an all-time moment.
God, yeah. That was still when Gordon came on. He's like, "Oh, I know you from when you downed the corn dog on stream." I'm just like, this is my worst fear come true, because when I do the crazy things like this, the thing I'm thinking the whole time I'm doing it is, what if this is the first time someone is watching me do anything? What if this is someone's first impression of me?
That could be a good shirt.
The question that will never be answered.
That would actually be a really good, just simple where's the stick?
Yeah.
Free the fish.
Yeah, there it is again. That could be
Dodgers 4-1. I saw they were threatening, had 2 men on. Let's go.
Yeah. And Ryan, it was 500, not 5. I said we would make it a whole event, $500 per person.
This could be you trying to drive the Jeep. It's just your hands like this. We could.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but what we were talking about was, Gunnar goes over. Mm-hmm. Adley's been trying to get his way back up to what we know Adley can do. He had a hit tonight.
Loving him in the 5, by the way. Loving him in the 5. We talked about that last week before they did it.
Yeah, for sure. But again, you have guys in this lineup 1 through 9 that can step up. It has to be. I think we have to. I would love to see more consistency, but I think we're past the days of, and hopefully, let's say hopefully. But hopefully we're past the days of them, putting up 2 runs, then 4 runs, then 3 runs, then 3 runs, then 5, then 2, then 2 again, right? Like, the offense is too good to be doing that stuff. Especially now when you have this new life with Jackson and with Eloy coming in and Austin doing his thing. Like, you have the talent. This has never been a talent issue, and I've said that, and I'll continue to shout it from the rooftops, right? This has never been a talent issue with the Orioles. It's just about consistency and kind of getting things moving with that. So, that's what I love about this team, is they have that. And Clint, if Zach took a night off, would it become Kevin's Corner? Kevin's Corner was a thing. We retired it. I should be getting. We're hopefully gonna put a club into one of the rooms in the studio, and that's gonna be my corner. And I'll be just fist pumping to the electro music all night in there. Plus, I actually am, if we want to zoom out here, I'm in a corner. So
he's in a box.
This is my corner right here. So that is where we are.
Yeah, and I love what you talked about. You obviously have Cowser 0 for 4, Henderson 0 for 4, O'Hearn 0 for 2, Mayo 0 for 3, even though it's not going to be talked about, unfortunately, because I think half of people missed it because everyone was still celebrating Jackson Holliday's home run. Coby Mayo hit it 104 off the bat. That line drive up the middle that got robbed was 104 off the bat, first pitch. Dude roped it, unfortunately, right at people. It's the 3rd time he's done that. I'm not worried at all about Coby Mayo. We're kind of with him. And let's talk about all-encompassing. So let's talk about, yes, the bat's struggling right now, but obviously so is the glove. Are you concerned about Coby Mayo, or are you sitting there like, hey, dude, we knew this was probably going to happen. Guys usually struggle. Defensively, we kind of knew what we were getting.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of liken it to what went on with Jackson, where they're 2 different players, obviously, but guys just need time to adjust. And I think the difference is Coby's defense. Even when Jackson came up the first time, even though Jackson did struggle a bit with defense, he was feeling it a little more before he went back down. I thought he was getting into a little bit more of a groove. Maybe that happens with Coby, But I don't know, Zach. I don't think Coby's long-term position is third. Like, obviously, I know the reports and everything that you see here is that the defense is worst at first.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think that they're going to try to get him as a first base, maybe a guy that can play corner outfield. Maybe. I don't know. But maybe they do that. But I think his long-term projection is at a full-time DH role.
Like, I think it's going to be sitting that first base DH.
Yeah.
Because he's still learning first. Like, he really has not. I think eventually – I think he's going to be like Mountcastle at first base. He's going to be the first few years, you're like, ooh, he is really still figuring out first base. And then eventually it's like, okay, he's a good first baseman.
Yeah, and so this is the conversation that the Orioles will have to answer. Is he does need to adjust, but how long of a runway do they give him for it? Because this team needs to win ball games now. As we said, like the Orioles and Yankees can't get out of each other's way. One wins, the other wins. The one loses, the other loses. It's like,
yeah. But here's my counterpoint to Mike's thing. Was Ramon not playing poor defense as well?
And that's what my point is too. I agree with you. Where it's like if Westberg was back, then obviously Westberg is the full-time third baseman, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? But
I miss Westy. I miss Westy so much.
I know.
If we don't get to see Westy again this year, Kevin, I'm gonna cry on stream.
Well, like, that would that'd be content, but it'd be sad
keeping
content.
The camera rolling while I ugly cry about Jordan Westberg.
We'll put that face on a shirt too. Yeah, man. I mean, if Westberg was there, that would be the full-time third baseman. But we're talking about, all right, are you choosing between Ramon and his bat and glove, or is it Coby and his bat and his glove? So I think for now, getting the kid reps in some high leverage situations. I mean, look, this is a kid that's competing at the highest level in the middle of a race for the division, race for playoffs. That's valuable experience. But the option is, look, if you want to choose Ramon, then okay. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But personally, for me, I would want to give Coby more regular at-bats to see him work through that stuff now, because I think while Ramon can be productive in spots, there is a ceiling with that. I think Coby's ceiling, if he can find it in this next month or two, the ceiling for him is a lot higher.
Yeah, and I like this biohack. I think the goal is to have Mayo just before the postseason and help us there. I agree. And also something I want to talk about is we saw Jackson Holiday struggle a lot defensively his first time up. And I think part of that is due to how he was struggling at the plate. It was so much pressure. He's worrying about, can he hit? He's worrying about this. He's worrying about that. He's worrying about everything outside of fielding the ball while he's trying to go field the baseball. And even when he first got up here, we saw a few misplays off the bat. But since the past 3 games, since he's gotten rolling again, since the bat's been hot, you're seeing Jackson Holiday making these plays. You see him go making some web gems. He's making the easy play look easy, which he wasn't doing before. And I think Mayo's going to be very similar in that aspect. Once Mayo gets comfortable at the plate, the whole game is going to slow down for him. Defensively, on the base paths, in the box, it's all going to slow down, and he's going to become a lot better. Am I saying he's going to become a Gold Glove third baseman? No, I don't think that's in the cards for him. But I think he's going to be a damn good hitter, and he's going to play serviceable third base for the Baltimore Orioles. And at the end of the day, I will take that.
Yeah, and again, this is a young player. No player is going to get a hit every night. Every player goes through slumps. And for Coby, I just think that I would rather, with Westberg down, I would rather take the risk of having Coby out there with his potential ceiling than Ramon with the ceiling that I think we already know, and whatever that may be. Because if Coby can find it and he can figure it out, then that ceiling, again, as I just said, is so much higher than what Ramon brings to the table. So,
yeah, no, and I think Coby Mayo is the long-term solution to this team, and I think he's also with Westberg out, I think he's the short-term solution. He's going to struggle. Maybe all it takes is him. This is a joke before everyone freaks out. Maybe the Orioles just have to send him down tomorrow and just speed up the whole inevitable prospect struggles. We send him down, come up, and then Colton Cowser, Jackson Holiday, Grayson Rodriguez all of them just hit the cover off the ball. Maybe that's all we got to do. But in all seriousness, Coby Mayo's going to be fine. He's going to be a damn good baseball player. And he's going to help this team win a lot of games, not just this year, but for years to come.
Yeah. Do we need to get a golden tee for the studio?
We might have to.
We can channel our inner Jackson.
Golden Tee sent the Orioles a golden tee now. It's coming to the clubhouse because Jackson Holliday apparently is just insane at it. He set the course record for 3 of the courses in Cleveland. So he's just good at anything.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Man, I got something in my eye. This is
catastrophic, Kevin. What are you doing?
I know, on stream too. We have 92 votes on the Ryan Ripken Show merch poll. I'll end it there. 83% said yes, 17 said no. If you said no, you're getting something for free because you don't want it, so we're gonna give it to you anyway. So look at that. But yeah, quality response. 83% of people said yes. I will say, yeah, that'll do. So maybe I think we were going to look into it anyway, but I think we already have a lot of other ideas for that. Anything else from the game you want to talk about, Zach?
No, I think we kind of, hit a lot of it. The overarching theme is Tony Tater's. It's his world. We're just living in it. 2 bombs. Jackson Holliday, an absolute star. If you wrote him off, I'm sorry, because he's probably ruining your team's life right now. I mean, he's a stud. Improvement from Trevor Rogers. I'm just kind of spark noting the game in my head. Improvement from Trevor Rogers. Eloy Jimenez just is having fun. Eloy Jimenez is having fun playing baseball. And how can you blame the man? Went from the White Sox to the Orioles, literally from the worst team in baseball, all of Major League Baseball, to if the Phillies lose, the best record in all of Major League Baseball. And Biohack, I cannot explain this enough. Thank God we aren't watching Holiday do this for Detroit. Could you imagine if we would have traded him and he would have been doing this immediately coming up and then doing this in Detroit? We would be feeling awful. Awful. Yep. It would be atrocious, Kevin. But to finish my spark notes, and then Birch Smith and Sir Anthony Dominguez are those mofos. Cano also good job, and Perez. You guys do what too? I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Jeez. Way to get the vibes back.
Eloy's been going the opposite way a lot. He's hitting over 250 this year. People act like Eloy Jimenez is just home run or bust, like he's not hitting 250 this year. Over 250. Probably 250.
Yeah, career 270 hitter, man. Like,
not just bombs. He's not just bombing and striking out. The dude will get on base.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this was such a
this was incredible.
This was the game, because last night, right, we saw the vibes, right? We saw how down they were. Yeah, seriously.
That call by Kevin Brownway said,
dude, he was on it tonight. He was on it tonight, wasn't he?
I loved it. New regime and new owners. He can say whatever now.
There you go.
Well, not whatever, but within reason.
Within reason. There you go. Within reason. So, yeah, man. But actually, we're almost at the fish naming part. If you have been there and you have been here for that, we'll get to it, I promise. But we do want to talk about the other big story, or at least the bigger stories of the day. And of course, man, you have a comment and then you just lose it. Here we go. What's the deal with G-Rod? I think would be remiss if we didn't mention what's been going on here. So obviously went back to Baltimore after getting scratched from his start yesterday. Albert Suarez comes in and does a phenomenal job for him. But Ryan actually did a Q&A stream. I don't know, do you have any video, like short video from that you can play?
No, I do not. But actually, no, I don't. But so pretty much I listened in on that and then joined the show after. But if you want to go, I will put the link to all of that in the chat in a few minutes. But pretty much what Yoni said is it's probably 6 weeks if it's any sort of strain, which would put him right kind of on the edge of helping in the playoffs. He would pretty much be returning as soon as he gets back. The thing is if it's anything more, his season's over. Like, it's just realistically, it's not looking great. If this was May, we would be in a completely different, conversation. The big thing that helps me or makes me kind of feel a little bit less nervous is they still considered it discomfort. It hasn't been ruled a strain. He hasn't gotten any of that stuff. So we'll see what happens. He's getting the imaging done. If it is just truly discomfort and it's not a strain at all, who knows? Who knows? But yeah. And Dr. Yoni Rosenblatt, if you haven't seen, we've had him on a few times already. Dude knows from True Sports. Dude knows his stuff. He is awesome. Trains all the like high level athletes. Kevin, I cannot talk right now. High level athletes, professional athletes. Actually works with Nick Moore's show. So
yes, yep. And so Brandon Hyde spoke on the injury before the game today and said that he has a mild strain. The Orioles are optimistic about the timeline of recovery, but that's still to be determined.
Yeah.
And then actually on Glenn Clark Radio, and Glenn does a great job on there, he had at injury expert Will Carroll, who is experienced, and he said that the mild strain news that was given this afternoon is the best possible. Will said that mild is usually a grade 1 strain, and that timeline is probably anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks.
Yes.
So,
and when I say 6 weeks, we're talking when he would be back. So that's, kind of trying to build it up, all of that stuff. So that's not saying, he's can't do baseball activity for 6 weeks. The hope would be he can kind of deload for, take 3-4 off and then kind of build back up right before playoffs. So that would be the best case scenario.
Yeah. So again, we don't know yet. And I'm sure the timeline as we get closer will be, more specific. But for now, again, all we can hope for is the best and that he can recover from it, because every player is different. Every player recovers from it differently. But lat strains with pitchers are very tricky and difficult. So obviously you hope that it's only the grade 1, which was the mild one. And we'll kind of see how it goes from there. But that wasn't the only news, Zach, is Jacob Webb was also placed on the IL. Oriole legend, right. Everybody's favorite Oriole, Brian Baker, is back with the team now. So that apparently happened last night, and there was some discomfort in the elbow there. So he is now done for a little while. We don't know exactly what that looks like. And then also Heston Kjerstad is back on the IL, retroactive to the concussion, I believe, right? That's when it was that's what it was deemed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is what happened. And then they did bring back, just for the record, they brought back Keegan Aiken in the Rodriguez move. So
and Brian Baker for Webb.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said everyone's favorite Oriole is back with the team.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jacob Webb.
No. Yeah, everyone's favorite Oriole, Brian Baker.
Webb while you were talking about that, my apologies.
No, you're fine. Yeah, everyone's favorite Oriole. We met. I remember when we first started doing this, and we mentioned Brian Baker's name once, just in passing. The whole chat was like, no. Just like, yeah. So.
And absolutely. We want to do this fish. Let's get this fish poll going, because the vibes, I want to do it while we still have some people in the chat. We have about 200 people on YouTube watching. So let's get this poll rolling so we can name the official mascot of Kevin and Zach React.
Yeah, so the fish is in the tank with the other fish in there, of course. And let me channel my Brad again, get the poll hat on. So I think we had a final 4 of names. It was Reacts, just to name it after the show. We had Owen, like O-Win, like O's win, O-Win.
-win.
Yes, O-Win. But of course it sounds like the name.
Oh my gosh. Kevin.
What?
Birch fish.
We have so many good ones, man.
You might have to just get a fuck ton of fish.
I can't do fish cruelty. We're not doing fish cruelty.
I said you also have to get a massive tank.
No, a massive tank. Okay.
It's just an aquarium of just all these fish. I really like birch fish. I might get a fish.
Hey, there you go. Now you have to. There you go. So Owen, and then I'll put in parentheses O win or O's win. Cal Ripfin, or no, Ryan Ripfin, or just Ripfin in general. I think it was Ripfin because we're not between Cal and Ryan. We're not gonna pick one.
We're not
So
going to
Ripfin
discriminate. And Billy and Bill.
Yeah,
You know,
Bill as well.
a lot of
So Ripfin, and then what was the last one? It was a good one.
dude. The chat is loving Birchfish.
Yeah, Ripfin was one.
Then it was. We should have written this down.
I know there was the last one.
No, Ryan's saying you should pick one, Kevin. He's saying pick which Ripken you want.
Oh, I know it. All right, fine. We'll do Ryan Ripfin. Fine, Ryan, Jesus. And then here's what it was. It was Kevin Ostraker.
Oh yeah, Kevin
Ostraker. Ryan. Okay, so
Finn Palmer. Finn Palmer.
I'm gonna have to take one.
Take your name out, Kevin.
Okay, Julie officially is giving her blessing to take out Reacts because I did promise her we'd put Reacts in there, but she says to put in Birchfish instead of Palmer. So we're gonna.
Yeah, we have to go Birchfish.
Right,
I think.
So all right, let me move let me move them up. All right, let me move them up. Ryan Ripken.
Now Ripken is he trying to sway the vote? Is he trying?
Ryan always intimidates the witnesses, man. Leading the witnesses. Ryan is a professional witness leader.
Yeah, I will say
Birchfish. All right, it's Birchfish.
Yeah, Birchfish.
Okay, all right. So the poll's going out. It's Owen as an O's win. Ryan Ripfin, Kevin Ostraker, or Birchfish. All right, the poll is out. We will actually listen. We will listen to this one, not like our other one where we did not listen to the React versus React. No. We listened at the end of the day. We did end up listening to it.
Yes, we did.
That was the thing. All right, and Ryan. All right, he's a good kid. He says people can vote for whatever they want. Good job, Ryan. Good job. All right.
Oh my gosh, they keep getting Yenier Minot. Dude, I'm telling you,
that's that one. I like that one.
That's Minot.
All right, people hate Kevin Ostraker for some reason. Birchfish is in the lead, 42. It seems like this is a two fish race between Birchfish and Ryan Ripfin right now.
I love this. Long live the dead fish. If you know, you know.
Yeah, we'll do a little memorial for them. We started this off. This tank was for Locked On Ravens at first. Obviously, we had Edgar Allan and Poe, and then we had a snail in there, Lamar Gary Jackson Jr. And Allen and Poe both passed away. And then I got two new Allen and Poes, and then bacteria swept through the whole tank, took out Allen 2, Poe 2, and Lamar Gary Jackson Jr. Edgar's been living in there for a year.
I agree. If no one gets above 50%, top two will be going to a final.
Well, now you need to get an eel, Zach. Eel Weaver.
Dude, I'm telling you. Dude.
Hey, you know what I used to have actually? When I was younger, they had this habitat. It was just a glass ball filled with water, and there were like micro shrimp in there. And there were like 10 of them. And so each one could have a name. And you see, Brandon, this is the easy home run call right here. Mike Trout.
Dude, Mike, if we get a Trout, I will name it.
if we get a Trout.
If Kevin.
You see how that sounds? If we get a Trout.
We just need to bite the bullet and get a studio aquarium eventually. Ryan, if you're still listening to this, after we build the bar, we are building a fish aquarium. In the production room. Okay, production room, we could get a fish tank.
Oh man, that would be electric.
If Ryan or Brad are still watching, just know that we are now planning to put a fish tank in the studio.
Ripfin has pulled away. Not pulled away. He's pulled in front. 44% compared to 40%. If you're on YouTube, which I don't know where else you'd be right now, but if you're on YouTube, be sure to vote in the poll. It's a 2-fish race, Ripfin and Birch Fish, to see what the fish is named. Right now, it's Ryan Ripfin or Ripfin at 43%, Birch Fish at 39%. We'll see. We got 74 votes. I'll leave it up for 2 more minutes, I'll say. We did it 3 minutes ago. It'll be a 5-minute poll. And that will see, this is what it's gonna be when we manage the Orioles. We're gonna just put up polls. We'll have quick 1-minute polls.
Dude, it's gonna be 4. We're gonna have to get quick though for challenges because you only have 15 seconds to challenge. So it's gonna be like make a poll, like challenge, don't challenge. You have 13 seconds to vote, everyone.
Yeah. We'll have to have like a designated like chat mod to see.
Just so you know, one
are.
of the fish is just going to be named when we get it for the studio. One of them, I'm just straight up naming Jackson Holiday. It's going to be a bunch.
No pun.
No. So that's the thing. It's going to be just nothing but fish puns, and then it's going to be like, oh, and there's Jackson Holiday.
Love that. We got to get like one.
Jimenez. Actually, someone said Eloy Jimenez. Just name him Eloy Jimenez. As I was saying that, this popped up. I think that actually might be it.
Oh, this is a good one from Ravens Lunatic. Delphin Young.
Oh, Delphin.
Yeah. That's so good. Oh, and it's getting closer. 41-38. 41-38.
We're gonna have to go vote off between these two.
You think so?
A 2-minute vote off. 2 minutes.
All right, well, we're still at 4 minutes. People still have a minute to vote.
Well, I'm just saying, if neither of those hits 50%, then it's
all right, fair enough. Yeah, 41-39 now. Man, it's gonna have to come down to a. See, this is exhilarating. I'm glad we did it during a win. Lost. The vibes wouldn't have been right to do this during a loss.
Yeah. Ooh. Miguel Tejada. Dude,
there's so many great puns. This is why we need a fish tank.
I mean, I agree. I think we should get like a 30-gallon fish tank, 40-gallon fish tank, and just
make the Ripfin for the win. Oh, that's actually right.
Ryan, you were the one who wanted it to be named after you.
No, he wants Ripfin somewhere else. He wants Ripfin to have his own spot.
It's not named anything yet.
Yeah.
It's 40-39. All right, so Owen and Kevin Ostriker. I was very I'm a little shocked by the Kevin Ostriker hate here. But
did you think that was gonna win?
No.
Guess you did. You thought that was going to
win. No, it would be weird to have a fish named after myself. I like whoever came up with the Kevin part, though. Very creative. All right, we're officially 6 minutes into the poll. It's 40-38. We will close this one. We will make the final poll between Ryan Ripfin and Birch Fish. We'll do that we'll give it 5. We'll give it 5, and then we'll officially have the naming ceremony completed. Thank you, Joe. And I see Aviator. Yeah, look, Stackhouse. All right, appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you.
We appreciate you all for supporting Kevin through this tough time of his.
And Ripfin. All right. Ryan Ripfin and Birch Fish. The poll is up. I forgot to put the name of the poll, but it's up now, so who cares? Ryan Ripfin and Birch Fish. Choose it up, chat. This is your decision. A fish's name hangs in the balance.
This is officially the naming ceremony.
Yeah, we were talking about the official fish of
We got a chicken in every pot. We have people on the campaign trail for these names.
This is what we're talking about. All right. Man, this is close. 54, 46, 53, 47. Ryan Ripfin.
I love this. Lead. Ripfin, every chicken in every pot. I will literally die for Birch. Stand with me, folks. Ripfin for the win.
Man.
And something fishy is going on here.
It absolutely is. But yeah. All right. Rip Finn is in the lead currently, 54-46.
Oh, I love this. Vote Rip Finn to save the economy.
Yeah, we are really getting into the campaign trail here, aren't we?
The campaign.
Oh man.
What's the official vote right now?
I think it's still 53-47 in favor of Rip Finn.
This is gonna be close.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this. I should.
We're gonna have to have a. Yeah, we'll put the fish's head on Uncle Sam, pointing at the thing, and Rip Finn wants you.
Rip Finn wants you to vote.
Back up to 54-46, 76 votes.
Oh my goodness.
And the fact that we still have 184 people in here for the fish naming ceremony is incredible. So shout out to the community, man. We can't do this without you guys. And that's why at 2,400 subs on this channel, I and whoever else wants to join me, Zach, I think will be there as well. We'll be doing a 24-hour stream on this channel. And then if you want an even crazier 24-hour stream on the Ryan Ripken Show channel, and that hits 24,000, we'll be doing it from the studio. And I'll have to move my car every 3 hours. But that will be a problem for another day.
We're just paying for we'll park in the garage.
Yeah.
It's $15 to save you going down there every 3 hours.
Yeah, all right.
That's eight times you'd have to go move your car.
Yeah, so we will be doing. We want to get this channel up. We want to keep growing it for everybody. We have a lot of baseball content planned. Obviously, once football season comes along as well, of course, we'll have those post-game streams as well. And of course, for that, we're also planning on doing live watch-along. So Zach and I will be on the same feed, and then again, maybe you guys will be a little bit ahead or behind us. What are you looking like that for?
Nothing, Kevin. Nothing.
Okay. So, how close to the watch hour goal? We're getting closer. YouTube doesn't update for a little while, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not
on the watch hour goal.
I'm watching the vote right now on my phone, and it just keeps going up and down.
Yeah. Oh, now it's 50-48. Oh, now 51-49. Oh, it is getting close. This might get too close to call here. It was at 54-46 like 30 seconds ago, and now it's at 51-49. Ryan Ripfin still in the lead. Birch Fish, though, making an incredible comeback. Wow, this is one for the ages. This is a 5-minute poll. We have 1 minute to go.
They counted Birch Smith out in Kansas City, and they counted Birch Fish out in the polls. But here he comes.
Birch Fish, we have 1 minute to go on this poll, and Birch Fish is making a historic level comeback right now. And the first
side vote is coming in.
The first ever. We're getting votes in. Up goes back to 52-48 for Ripfin. It is tipping in the scales. We have just under a minute to go here. Man, this is
unreal.
This is incredible.
None of the polls saw this coming. The pre-polls didn't see this coming. Birch Fish wasn't even in the election. A late ad, and here we go.
A late ad, unbelievable. All right, we're at 5 minutes. We'll give it 1 minute, one extra minute to see if any other votes will come in the final last couple of seconds as we continue this on. It's 52-48 in favor of Ryan Ripfin. Can Birch Fish pull off the remaining 2% he needs to get it to another vote? We're going to see. We're going to see. 51-49. 51-49. Is it going to be 50-50? Birch Fish, last-ditch effort to get him into what's going on. We have to see.
How many people voted? Can you see how many people
Almost
voted?
100. Almost 100. 51-49 in favor of Birch Fish. Wow, this is going down to the minute. 50-50. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Oh, Birch Fish pulled it. Oh my, I can't handle this. It's 50-50. It's back to 51-49. It's 50-50. 6 minutes. You got to call it at 6 minutes. It's 50-50 in 6 minutes. It's 50-50 in 6 minutes. It's 50-50 in 6 minutes. Oh my God.
Birch Fish just
no, it's 50-50 at 6 minutes. That's what we said. Once it hit 6 minutes, it was 50-50. I have the screenshot. Oh my. I think we have to do another one. We're doing another one.
This is unreal. This is unreal.
I know it says 51-48 in the close, but if I had the screenshot of it being 50-50 at 6 minutes, I know it said Birch won. Or do we just name a Birch Ripfin Fish? Or do we actually pick a name?
I think you have to get 2 fish now.
Get another and name one.
I think a 50-50 means there has to be 2 fish.
I mean, Edgar's not getting his name changed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we might have to.
Or I see. All right, a lot of people are saying Birch Ripfin. Now just all right. So now the question is, all right.
Just name it Fred Stackhouse. After all this, we just say the poll again. We're like, it's Kevin off striker.
Wow. I cannot believe it was so close.
104 votes in 50-50.
That is literally a 52-52 split.
Unreal.
All right.
Do we do like a 2-minute speed vote? Like just 2 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, it's over. Like I'll set a timer, and like when it goes off at 2 minutes is when it's.
All right. A lot of people are saying 2 fish. Oh my God! Every vote matters in the elect fin.
This is stay in line. Birch Fish voters stayed in line, and look what they did.
Oh my God! All right. They're both just hanging out. They're hanging out in that little rock thing right there.
Oh, let's go. They're already friends. I honestly forgot. They didn't realize you already put him in there.
Hey, he's been in there for.
You know, I like it. Now it makes sense, but
wow, people are just saying that I just completely took this election on my own. I had laid out the rules before. I said it's a 5-minute poll with 1 minute of remaining votes trickling in. Once it hit 6 minutes, it was at 50-50. I have the screenshot of it at 6 minutes. There's so much controversy over this fish naming. Look at that, Tides. The O's came back today, and so did Birch Fish.
This is, and then Ryan, if you have never watched
This show and are tuning in from the Ryan Ripken Media Network, I can't explain any of this to you.
Yeah. So I don't know what you thought. I'm just gonna keep him in the bag.
Yeah, no, I don't know why all of a sudden I was so shocked that he already had him in there, but that
makes a lot more sense that he would take him and put him in the tank.
All right. I think what the official verdict is this one will be named Ryan Ripfin, and then there'll be another one that comes in, and he will be the legendary Birch Fish.
Birch Fish.
How about that?
Birch Fish fans, stand up. We did it.
All right. Because Ripfin was ahead for most of it, so we'll name the Tequila Sunrise Ripfin because, again, that makes some sense, right? With Ryan loving his tequila. And then we will get Birch Fish in there coming soon, and we'll make a community post about it. So Birch Fish will be. Let's just hope there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders here.
Yeah, you got to pick out a fish that represents Birch Smith. like whatever fish you're like, this is the embodiment of Birch Smith.
Well, no, there's pressure on my shoulders here because if Birch just like goes out there and just can't pitch again, like just implodes, then I feel like this is on me or us.
Legitimately a month ago, we had never heard of Birch Smith, and now the show has a fish named after him. Life comes at you fast.
Man.
You know it's gotten out of hand when Ryan, how will we do? Congratulations, Rip Finn.
I'm so sorry. To anyone that's watched, that might be the most electrifying election in 2024. It might be. And
I've never seen a comeback like that. Insane.
You know, it's that was something.
Kevin says, now you're a fish.
Yeah, no, it's crazy what happens when you pitch well. Now you're a fish.
Now you're a fish. Literally.
Man, Birch fish.
Yeah, I will say I was sitting here trying to get notes ready for tomorrow with the show and the rest of the work. Ryan Ripken show will be going live, I think, like 3:30-ish tip off. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is absolutely insane. And I want to go to bed or finish my notes. And yet I was glued. And I'm like, I have no connection besides that, like Ryan Ripfin is a pretty electric name. But Birch fish, you kidding me? In this economy, everyone's favorite fish or person that no one heard of a month ago.
Yeah.
You know, it just you can't make this up, you know, and you sit here and you wonder, what the hell you guys do every night. And I'm very glad you are doing this off the channel, Kevin. We had to get you off of the other channel.
Yep.
Get you off of the other channel.
That is the correct way to say it.
Yep. And
okay.
Right, Julie, that kind of election in this economy, insane.
I dropped that in a line with an interview a while ago, and someone said, this guy's a joke, because I asked might have been Kirchin or someone, like, yeah, especially in this economy. He's like, oh, this guy doesn't know ball. Well, you know what? Maybe you just don't know the economy. And when the economy's down, the ball goes down, you know? So you guys are good kids. Kevin, what I was saying about the fish tank is I don't know if that tank is meant for these fish, like Birch or Ripfin. I'm terrified for them.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
This is why
Edgar has been alive and well in that tank for a year. I got him in July of 2023, and now we are in August. He actually his birthday is past now.
Oh,
he's a year old.
Good for you, Edgar.
Edgar, he's been vibing in there.
Yeah, I think. But just the history of it, Kevin, it's like if we do a 30 for 30 documentary, it wouldn't be a 30 for 30. It'd be like, you know, those documentaries where you don't know what happened, but it's not good. And then you're looking at the suspects of why these fish are disappearing. And then the common theme is Kevin. You're to sit there. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where people's at. That's what I'm concerned for the health of our nation's backbone, of Birch Smith, Birch Fish, and Ryan Ripfin.
Kevin, if you consider this,
health is the top priority. What if Edgar? That would be a plot twist. I don't think that's happening.
You know, if Ripfin is not here in a week, we're gonna have to start questioning Edgar on where he was. We're gonna need an alibi.
This is a good point too. Is there a chance it's either Banksy or Kevin or Edgar?
Yeah.
Well, it's not me. It's not me.
We don't know, Kevin. We don't know.
Well, Banksy cannot get up here because of his leg. So, or his lack thereof, a leg. So
maybe. I'm just saying, Kevin. But for all you guys that are tuned in, a lot of these people, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe for Kevin and Zach Reacts. This is the first. It's not even a spinoff, but it's the second channel in the Ryan Ripken Media Empire. I don't like you say the word empire. I don't. This is the Ryan Ripken
We call
Media
that
Network.
Yeah, we call
it network. Kevin calls it Empire.
Kevin
So
loves the Empire.
he loves the Empire. But so the Ryan Ripken Show is the flagship. This whole group and characters are on that every Monday and Thursday. This is the post-game lives where elect fins happen once every
4 weeks. We have elect fins.
Okay, so there we go.
We need to figure out. This is why we're going to need a tank in the studio because
Hey Kevin, have you seen Finding Nemo?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so the other theory is when, like, maybe you're the little kid
who's just
that's
shaking the bag.
and the fish dies.
No, that's not true. Actually, I put Ripfin down, and he almost fell off the chair, but I caught him.
See, like this is why I have
It wasn't like he was falling. The bag just literally tipped over a little bit, and I literally just caught it before it fell. Like it's not like
Kevin,
it's not like he was in the air.
Kevin, someone that's guilty would say something like that.
Okay. Health is the top priority of the fish.
Hey, whoa,
I
Mike.
did see.
Whoa, time out, Mike. The hairline. You know what? The family. Someone told me my Uncle Bill had better hair than me right now, and I went, "That is
crazy.
That was crazy." But I still got my hair. You know what I mean? I think it's staying right here, but we still got it. We're still rocking.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll be a sponsor of the show.
There was also a beta that is in the other area here. We have in a tank, and his name is Solomon. So
there's a fish we just don't know about.
Yes.
You've been fish gatekeeping us.
When would you have wanted to know about this fish?
I don't know. You've shown us every other fake fish of yours. I would think that you'd be
That's
like,
true. I didn't show you, Ryan, on the stream. I know I sent it to you, but I got another glass fish. So now I have 11.
He can field a football team.
That is, yep. If it's one more, it's 12 men on the field. Can't do that.
That's why Kevin is stopping getting fake fish. He cannot afford a 12-man.
Also, I still am determining what to fill this up with. I found this on clearance at Target. And this was my prop for Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know why it was the prop, but it was the prop.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm speechless. It's not often. Can you fit in that vase, Kevin?
I tried.
He tried. We tried to fit his head in there. Oh yeah, do that.
And for anyone that's wondering, if anyone's wondering, that deal, we will have a throw a Kevin in the harbor. Might do it for a foundation event too. I think that would be great. I say it on the show a lot about throwing someone in the harbor, but this time I mean it. But we'll do it for a good cause.
Possible.
Yes,
you can do it.
Exactly.
We need the Bert Smith. What is it called? The
Birch fish.
Oh yeah, sorry, Birch fish. What are the streams called? It's not Get Ready With Me. I guess I'm gonna call it the Go Out With Me stream. And
that Target guy, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Say, all right, we're going, we're getting.
Dude, just like the whole vlog of you like waking up like the entire day, but it all just leads up to you just picking out birch fish.
It's like it's the memes of like the night before and like the pictures of people having their outfits ready.
Yeah.
Like they're laying next to their outfit on the bed like that. It's Birch Fish Day, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it. Birch Fish Day. It's Birch Fish Day.
Oh man.
Kevin, people are starting to murmur now. People are starting to murmur.
About what?
What other fish you're harboring?
I considered getting a third fish tank, but I did not.
So again, like you had another fish in there. A lot of fish have mysteriously passed.
Not mysteriously, it was. Well, then the backstory of the other tank is bacteria also got in that one because there was a bad. It was like a bad plant or something that was in there, and there was a frog and 2 snails, and the bacteria killed literally everything in the tank. And
Except-
then, no, this is the other tank out there.
Oh.
And so there was a beta, a frog, and 2 snails that killed everything but a snail. We got another beta, another frog, and then now only the beta is there. But the beta's been living for like 6-7 months now. They have a long lifespan though. So the other one was unfortunate though, because that was just a no, it's true. Everything like on the same day. It was really bad. Like it was devastating.
Oh, we have another Cano one. This might even be better. Finier Cano.
Finier Cano.
Finier
Cano.
Finier Minnow might be the move, though. Finier Minnow.
Could be.
This is why we just need Kevin to get a lot of fish.
Well, I don't know. You were obviously listening, Ryan. We're going to get a fish tank for the studio.
Yes.
I did hear that. That's not currently in the budget.
Very exciting.
It's a slight, 40, 50 gallon fish tank with exotic fish.
We are selling cameras to acquire this fish tank on the black market.
Perfect.
Yeah. Studio was sold, but we have.
What was I going to do? There was one comment here.
Do we have a time for the show? I got something at 2 after
3:30.
Yeah, thanks for listening, Kevin. 3:30.
Where was that put?
I said it.
Yeah.
Where?
Right
like
on
5 minutes ago. Even Scott knew.
Well, there is a running thing where chat knows things before I do for the show. So I think
doesn't mean that Kevin's told later than the chat. It just means that Kevin doesn't pay attention, and then the chat finds out first.
Yeah. So I have a locked on interview at 2. That'll be over probably by 2:45 ish. So I'll make it by 3:30. I might be right at 3:30, but I'll make it by 3:30.
You're a good kid.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
And by the way, if you didn't know, the show's at 3:30 tomorrow. So if you didn't know, just wanted to tell you.
Oh, I'm very aware, Kevin. Got some things planned. We're having some meetings earlier about getting the studio ramped up more. We're really trying to renovate. And so I know people are saying about the cross platform for memberships and all of that. Right now, currently with the Ryan Ripken Show channel, Ryan Ripken Media, and the other one, that's where our memberships are going. We're trying to find a way for both as soon as this channel gets monetized. But everything for the memberships, we're going to have more of like these behind the scenes of what we're doing in the studio. And as we get things lined up for football, I think a lot of people like content wise, but whoever's a member on the other channel and whoever's not, all of it goes back into the channel. So eventually when Kevin thinks we're getting a fish aquarium, but we're actually getting something that can help out the rest of the group and the community and to give better content, it's all it comes from the members. So we appreciate you guys. Like we try to make this better so you guys can enjoy it. Now this, I can't condone this. Is if you guys enjoy Kevin telling his alibi of why the fish have disappeared, that's on you guys. That is on you. So hip, hip, Old Bay.
Wow,
Kevin.
this is the most controversy we have had here, and it is because of a fish naming ceremony that turned into a fish election that is now turned into now there's another fish, which is now turned into everybody wanting to know about all the fish I have. I already did my my live unveiling of my glass fish collection. I also have a glass chicken and penguin as well.
Okay.
Is that an owl?
This is an owl. These are turtles.
Well, what are they doing, Kevin?
They're just chilling. Just hanging out. Hanging out on each other's shells. And
hopefully, the top one can, hop off, Kevin, Some would say, get off.
Well, some would say. I don't know who would say that, though.
I wonder who too, Kevin.
You know what? I think there's a clip somewhere of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay. Well, guys, I'll let you guys close it out. Great job on the elect fin. Everyone, appreciate you guys. Roundup can show our gang will be together tomorrow, 3:30-ish. And congratulations, guys. You're getting closer.
Dude, come on, man. I love fish. Okay, this narrative that is now being run with my name about the thing that I love, about the species that I love. Okay, this is something that I take a lot of pride in. I had a beta fish, Mike, in college named Jeff. All right, his name was Jeff. He was a red beta fish. It was actually a very beautiful fish. Okay, Jeff, I would have to transport him back and forth between college and Baltimore because, of course, during the breaks, you can't leave your fish in the tank. So I bought him another bowl, another tank. I would get him from, and he knew when it was time to go to Baltimore. It was a 6-hour drive from North Carolina to Baltimore. I'd put him in his little cup that I got him in. I would wash it out and everything.
I'm glad you washed it out and everything before putting him in.
Yes. He would be on the aux, and we would go, and we'd travel 6 hours. I'd put him in the cup holder. We'd go to Baltimore, and I'd actually sometimes hold him up at a stoplight to see the view, right? Say, hey, this is where we're passing through. I gave that fish experiences fish would never have in their lives. All right? And this narrative.
If the fish does not fit, you must have quit.
Oh my god. This slander is unbelievable. I do.
I love fish.
Right? When you give a fish.
Kevin, can you name this movie quote? Because Spirit Bomb love this. Can't we just have sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads?
No.
Yeah. Not ill-tempered. Are they ill-tempered? We only could get mutated sea bass. Oh, are they ill-tempered? Oh, most definitely. Oh,
come on, Kevin. Kevin.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Austin Powers. First try.
I think we got to get out there before Kevin starts more fish.
I'm just telling you that when you show a fish the country, their lives change. And by the way, Jeff and Solomon, when I would walk into the room, they would swim up to the tank because you can actually teach beta fish tricks. Right? Actually, if you put a ping pong ball in the tank, you can actually teach them to hit it up. But beta fish do know who their owners are.
Kevin, have a good night.
You're not here for the fish. You're not here for the fish lore. You're not here for the fish lesson. You're only here. Oh, okay.
Wait, Kevin, what happened to Jeff?
He passed away after like a year and a half.
I'm proud of you.
So yeah, he had. I can't remember what the disease. Well, he actually had a disease. I can't remember what it was. I tried to cure him, but it just happens that way, man. And I do all the things right. Like we clean the tank, we do this, we do that. Ryan's back for the fish lure. So Ryan, you can also for beta fish. If you drag your finger across, right? You drag your finger across the tank, they will follow it because they just want to follow it, right?
I'm learning a lot.
I'm glad you are. There'll be
Not
a quiz.
what I wanted to
There'll be a
learn.
quiz tomorrow in studio.
I'm learning. What if I told you those fish never made it to the tank?
Did you do something to the fish? I didn't.
I haven't even met these fish, Kevin. No one's seen these fish except
You can see them right there. You see them
these
right
are the
there?
new ones. These are the new ones.
No, Edgar's been there for a year.
Oh.
No, never happened. Never happened.
So you just had him in a cup, like no over top, like he was just in a cup.
No, it was the cup that I got him. So it had the over the top thing. I washed it out and everything.
Thank you for keep clarifying that you washed it. I'm glad.
Yes.
Well, okay. That's great. I saw someone at some point, Kevin.
I did not do anything. These fish live out their natural lives, and I am there to support them and give them what they need.
Emphasis on natural, right? Natural lives.
Natural lives.
Some chooses as it's like the Hunger Games, but for fish.
I have never seen this. For 15 minutes, the entire chat has been just attacking me over my fish. Everyone just constantly. Zach is just chilling, man. Zach is just laying back, doing his thing, and I'm just here fighting for my life, trying to prove that I'm a good fish owner.
This
is very on brand for Kevin and Zach React.
It is, although we haven't had a night. We haven't had a night like this in a little bit.
This got a little out of. I'm not going to call it out of hand, but it was out of hand when there was the full on people campaigning for the names in the chat. It was getting a little wild. This is why we play the games, for wins like this where we can name fish.
Yeah, remember, people, no baseball. Who cares about any baseball? Who cares?
That's why we said at the end of the baseball portion of the show, I made that very clear. I said we're going to talk baseball. We're going to finish out the baseball portion of the show.
No, but baseball doesn't matter. Who cares that the Orioles are still tied for the best record in the American League? It's erroneous. Who cares? Honestly, baseball, no one cares. In today's day and age, kids need to know more about. They need to be educated. They need to be educated on their fish that they are electing to office. The elect fin. That's what we learned tonight. Not that the Orioles have young stars like Jackson Holliday that are figuring it out, or Coby Mayo, who I'll break down tomorrow with the Ryan Ripken show and talk about why you need to cut the guys some slack, and I'll explain what's going on. No one cares about that, Kevin. Everyone cares that Birch Fish had a run to remember. That's what people remember.
He did. We don't even know who he is yet, and he had he's already a legend. Rip Finn is too, but it was looking bleak. And before people say that I did something to this vote, I had laid out the parameters before, much like we did with the original one. It was a 5-minute poll with 1 minute for last second trickle-in votes. That's what we did both times. In 6 minutes, it was 50-50. You can watch it. 6 minutes was 50-50, and Birchfish was officially born and completed his comeback.
And they will live in a different tank where we will watch it and make sure that they have a safe place to grow up. And that's all I have. Hey, guys, you can close it out.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to close this out. But thank you, I think, for watching another edition of Kevin and Zach React. So much went on, but the Baltimore Orioles did play a game today. Went pretty damn well. Jackson Holliday is stud. Tony Taters, it's his world. We're just living in it. Birch Smith got himself a fish. I mean, what more could the guy have done tonight? But we'll be back tomorrow after the game between the rubber match between the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Ryan Ripken show will tip off around 3:30, so make sure to go over there to catch that. But yeah, that'll do it. So we will see you guys tomorrow. The O's are fine. Say it with me, Kevin. Chihuahuas.